All right, guys, if you have not heard the news yet, there is a new wave of panic buying going on. This is much like with the COVID pandemic. Consumers are now panic buying and stockpiling toilet paper, again due to the major port strike on the East Coast and Gulf Coast. Reportedly, thousands of members of the International Longshoremen's Association stopped working and started striking this week on Tuesday, and this was for a substantial pay increase and protections for automation. This is after years of record-breaking profits for the shipping companies that hire and employ them. Now, users are going to social media to show the shortages, and this has reportedly happened in many states. But here's the thing, experts are now saying that the shortage of toilet paper now is likely not due to the strike, but instead due to panic buying. People buying the toilet paper in large quantities. An associate professor stated that she thinks the main problem that we're going to have is due to people's hoarding behaviors. The professor is Arzum Akas. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She is an associate professor in the Operations and Information Management Department at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and she reportedly said all of this in an interview. This professor stated that she's not worried about the strike affecting toilet paper supply for a number of reasons. She said, for one, toilet paper is mostly locally made, and second, manufacturers have buff inventory or surplus items that are kept in warehouses. It was also said that brands stocked up in advance due to all of this because they knew that this was coming for most of the year. They had been pulling inventory as well as diverting some shipments through the West Coast that might have been going to the East Coast. Reportedly, about 90% of toilet paper in the U.S. is made in America. The rest comes from Mexico or Canada, which means it likely gets here by truck or rail. The American Forest and Paper Association stated they were concerned about how the port strike could affect exports to foreign markets, not imports. Another expert added that people are in a good place for now, and that it's too early to worry about potential shortages or an increase in prices if the strike were to continue longer than what companies first had forecast demand to be. Experts also said we'll know a lot more about this by next week. If it goes on a second week, it is much more likely to drag on. Walmart told a news outlet that they prepare for unforeseen disruptions in their supply chain, and they maintain additional sources of supply to make sure that they have key products available for customers when and how they want and need them. So I think panic buying for now is a little much. I will say many shelves are starting to look empty all across the U.S. But again, this is supposedly due to people panicking and not the actual strike. So do with this info what you will. We'll know more next week, or we should. For more content and news, don't forget to hit the follow button and visit my website at www.truecrimewithmegan.com.